You have to have some punishment for coming late. We all get to spank you. No? All right, because we do need your permission. Permission slip. Okay, so, question. Yes, you, sir. Yes. What I think about GT? Personally? Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, Akira Toriyama, he quit like toward the end of Dragon Ball Z. And then they're like, well, contractually, we still own this, so we're going to keep doing it. And, you know, that's one of the cool things about most anime is that, you know, the creator of the series tends to be really involved in the production of it. That's why, you know, anime tends to be a lot more special than a lot of animation you see, right? But when he dropped out of it, it really lost its spark, in my opinion. I did play Giru, the robot on that annoying robot. Yeah, that was really fun. But no, I mean, you know, of the three, though, I like Dragon Ball the best. I love like wacky animes like that. That's why I love One Piece, because it's just insane, you know. And you know, in Dragon Ball Z's got a lot of those insane elements, but it's still mostly like superheroes, you know. Whereas Dragon Ball is just nuts. Yeah. Yes.
How did you get to be a voice actor?
Well, I majored in theater, both in high school and college. You know, I was like, in my town, I was like the drama jock. You know, I won Best Actor of the Dallas area when I was in high school, and went on to a full tuition scholarship. And so my goal in college was to be a theater professor. And I started doing some local, but I dropped out of school toward the end because I got my first comic book published. And so I kind of dropped out of acting for about 10 years. And then I started doing a lot of local theater, and then Funimation came to town and had open auditions for Dragon Ball Z. I didn't expect to get a part because I'd never done it before, but I got Krillin. And, you know, Krillin dies a lot. So it was still a part-time job for me. But I was still drawing on the side, too. And then Toonami Tom came up, the auditions for that. And what Cartoon Network did is they went through all of the studios that send them animation and picked 3 from each one of them. And they picked me and Chris Sabat and Linda Chambers, I think was her name, the girl that did the original Frieza, and had us try out for Toonami Tom. So I ended up getting the part, and once I got Toonami Tom, I suddenly realized I stumbled onto a career and started putting more focus into it. And it's helped both my careers. It's helped I was a published cartoonist before I was a voice actor, but I went to a convention, Comic-Con in San Diego, and the table next to me was one of my idols in the cartoon industry named Wendy Pini, who created a series called Elf Quest. And it turns out that Wendy was a fan of Dragon Ball Z. So she got excited that we were there, so she started drawing pictures of our characters with her characters. And I decided I would surprise her because she didn't know I was a cartoonist. So I drew our characters with her main character, Cutter, and gave it to her. And she said, I didn't know you drew. And I said, yeah, I've had about, at that point, I think 12 books published. And she goes, oh, would you like to draw for me? And I was like, what? It's like one of my idols has asked me to draw for her. So I said, yeah. So it's been really good because there's been a lot of crossover, you know, between one and then the other. Although I did get published at Tokyo Pop and they had no idea that I was on Dragon Ball Z, that I was a voice actor. I submitted it. And, but once I got submitted, I said, you know, you need to capitalize on the fact that I'm also an anime voice actor. I mean, talk about crossover promotion. And they fully intended to, but then they started to tank and go under, and like a month before my book came out, the sales department was gone. So, yeah. So it didn't get a lot of promotion. It got great reviews, though. It was nominated by the American Library Association for Best Graphic Novel of 2008. It's called We Shadows. It's about, do you guys know A Midsummer Night's Dream?